Sorry, I'm back. I got a Walmart shopper shopping for me, and I wanted some sorbet frozen fruit bars, and the strawberries unavailable, but they have like watermelon, pina colada, and like raspberries. So I'm like, hold up, don't just leave without getting those, because that's what I really want. The other stuff is for me to make this zucchini bread. I needed more flour. I didn't have no sea salt. I didn't have no, like, I needed other stuff. But anyway. Okay, so let's get into this download that I had earlier, which I'm glad it didn't leave me, and let me hurry up and get it out before it leaves. It might not leave because it's something that I apply to my own life. And what I want to do is just be, of course, I'm coming on. It's your girl, Ono Marshall, aka Ono the Oracle. And I'm here just with another message. I had another download come in earlier as I was cleaning, because I've been doing my checklist. I done worked out. Working out for me today was mopping all of my wood floors. So kids' room, living room, dining room, like I mopped all of that. And I went over it once with the hot water, lemon juice, a little bit of apple cider vinegar, and then some grapeseed oil was in my first batch, like my first time. And I kind of like saturate the floor with that, and then I go back through and I like get all the excess water up, and then I let that dry, and then I go back in with hot water and Fabuloso. So that was my very, very, very first time ever using Fabuloso, and it was really because I didn't feel like grabbing nothing else. Like, it was right there in the bathroom, so I was like, ooh, I'm putting a little Fabuloso in here or whatever, with the apple cider vinegar. So I did that. So that was my workout. Then I'm making my money, and in a little bit I'm gonna be drinking my wine. So back to what I was saying. I just want to be, again, a beacon of light, inspiration to parents that are just like, they're trying, like everybody always says, it ain't no, what they say, there's no manual for this parenting thing, right? Even though there's people who created manuals that we're supposed to follow, kind of like guides. Sometimes that doesn't apply to us. And so that's why we depend on our elders. We depend on our elders to kind of guide us and kind of show us the way, right? But when we don't have those particular elders in our lives, thank goodness for YouTube, right? Because then you could just come on and hear me give you guidance. So what I'll say today is, and I'll tell you where it came from. I'll tell you where the download came from, is because when I was mopping, I was in my room and I was getting a little upset. Like, I was getting a little frustrated because I'm like, dang, like, you know, we've lived here for a while. We've been here since April. So, and I'm like, I don't think I've ever came in here and mopped. Like, I'll keep the floor clean, and I'll sweep it, but to actually mop it, I haven't really mopped that floor in there. And I'm like, damn, like, why does that gotta be on me? Like, why doesn't my husband know enough to be like, oh, I need to mop in here. I need to mop my room. Like, it doesn't have anything to do with, oh, this is our house and that's my wife and it's my wife's duty. No, like, we're both adults. So why isn't that you not know enough to mop your floor in your room? And then I started to think, like, well, maybe his mom was one of them kind of mothers that just went on ahead and did it. Like, she didn't really groom her children to help her with that. Because I know that there's parents that are like that. Like, instead of you teaching, and it's okay. Like, that's why I have this platform, to just let you know, like, it's okay to feel like that. Like, not everybody's going to be the same. We're not the same people. Every human being is different. So if you get frustrated, if you don't feel like you're a good teacher, you rather just do it yourself. Because I have moments like that where it's like, all right, I'm better off just doing it myself. Like, because I tell them to do it, they ain't going to do it right, and I'm going to go behind them and do it again. But they're children, they got to learn or whatever. So I'm trying to think. So the conclusion that I reached was, because I'm like, I know my mother-in-law. My mother-in-law definitely had her children helping her do stuff around the house. But here's the thing. Here's the key component is, how you make your child feel. What is the energy surrounding you telling your children to do their chores? Like, what's that energy look like? Because I've been with my husband for a while now. We just celebrated 11 years married, and we were together 7 years before we even got married. So I know that his mom made it like made cleaning up like a punishment. And we have to be very, 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 very careful with making our children do stuff as a punishment, because then they become grown-ups who resent doing that thing. And I even have clients like this. Like, I have a client who states that her mom used to make her read books as a punishment. She would send her to her room and made her read books as a punishment. So now the girl don't like to read. Why? Because she was groomed to only read as a punishment. So why would I read for leisure? Why would I read to enjoy a book? I've never read to enjoy a book. I've always read a book for punishment. So that's very similar to us establishing the chore list with our children, getting them involved in the maintenance of the home. We can't make it like a punishment. We can't make them resent doing it, because making a child do something as a punishment, they grow to resent it. And then they're nasty, sloppy ass grown-ups who don't know how to clean up behind themselves. You go over their house is nasty and filthy. They either had caregivers who did everything and didn't ask them to lift a finger, or they had caregivers that was making them do things as a punishment, or it was like they had the wrong energy behind it. So this is what we have to do, right? I try to tell people, listen, we send our children to school. When we send our children to school, they adapt to the school environment. So imagine your child is in school 9 months out the year. So yes, you got to learn how to be a cheerleader. Yes, you have to learn how to communicate to them in a kind of different way, because they're in school all day, being trained on how to respond, trained on how to react, trained on how to think. So in some aspects, you meet them where they are. So it's like, come on, team. We got dishes in the sink. We got a floor that needs swept. We got toys to put away. Like, let's all come together and get it done. Like, it's a bunch of different ways you can do it. You know what I mean? You might not be an extrovert. I'm really not extrovert. I'm introverted, extroverted, but I have a fire. I'm a fire sign. So you might not have that fire. We're like, go team, go. We can do it. You might be more like, I'm just tired. You know, mommy does this. Mommy does that. I have to worry about this. I have to take care of that. Like, I have so many things on my brain. And you know what? Because you're God's gift to me from the heaven above, I know you would sit here to help me. I know you would sit here to take some of this up off my shoulders. So can you please go clean your room? Because I don't know what I would do without you, baby. I don't know who I would be if I was never your mother. And I'm just so grateful for that. But you know what mama needs you to do right now, baby? Go clean that room. I need to go clean that room. You need me to communicate more with you with what clean your room means? I mean, I need that bed made. Go ahead, throw you some new pillowcases on them pillows. That means get all that junk from up under your bed, all of the cups and the dishes and shit, bring them in the kitchen. Vacuum that carpet. Wipe down that wall. Wipe down your door with the sanitizing wipes. That means clean off all that paper and all of them chip bags on your desk. Go ahead and throw that away. Because what the fuck does go clean your room mean? Like, what? Go clean my room? What you mean? We gotta be specific. And we gotta make them feel like involved. Like, we have to make them feel like they're valuable. Because they are. They are children. And as much as they might get on our nerves, and as much as they might irk us, and as much as They might do everything that we tell them not to do. As much as they don't care about our bad days and our cramps during our periods, they're still a gift from the Most High above. And I know that there's some days where it don't feel like it. Some days you're just over parenting. Some days it's just overstimulating and overwhelmed, and you don't have enough support in your village. And I get it. But these children are sent here for a reason, and sometimes it's not evident right here today, because we still trying to get through the, we still trying to get through the struggle. We still living paycheck to paycheck. We still trying to get it up out the mud. So trying to do all of that as an adult and manage parenthood is not easy, and it's not for the weak. But I guarantee you, if you pour into your child the way that God will want you to pour into your child, He's going to just rain blessings upon you. So we have to change the perspective here. Like, we can't keep using certain things that our children should be learning and developing into their routine as a punishment, because then they don't want to do those things. They become rebellious and resentful against those things when those things are really things they should be doing. So let's make them feel included. Let's make them feel valuable, because we wouldn't be able to be who we are today without experiencing this life, even though it's rough. But just stick in there. I promise you it's going to be worth it. I promise you. So make your children feel inclusive. Today is the day where you show them, hey, you're valuable. You might not feel like you know much. You might not know what 20 times 25 is right off the top of your head, but that's all right. That's all right. That's all right. There's other things that you're good at. So just go ahead and take that trash out into the, yep, and put it in the, yep, and then take it to the curb. Yep, thank you very much. So, and then rewards are good too. I mean, if you have children that's doing what you ask them to do, doing what they're supposed to do, remembering to do what you ask them, and there's what they're supposed to do, then reward them. And reward is not always money. You can reward them with a hug. You can reward them with sitting down and watching a movie with them, and you all share a pint of ice cream. Like, it doesn't always have to be, oh, I'm taking you to get a fit, or I'm going to take you to get the new Jordans, or this and that. No, like, find out what your child's love language is. Some of y'all kids just want y'all to put your fucking phones down and spend some time with them. So try that. And until next time, just know I love you. You are worthy. You are wonderful. You are full of abundance of joy and peace and love and harmony. Just hang in there. It's going to be all right. I'll see you later. Peace.